Respect Toronto. Man, I don't know if I could do that. I just don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Respect Toronto. Wait a minute. Are you saying what I think you're saying? We made the playoffs! Well, what do you think? Looks like he doesn't know how to react. Look, we're not going to pull off that stunt again, okay? You're not going to say we haven't been this far before. We did that with the Raptors. That is old garbage. We're not doing that anymore. He's just shocked. Well, I know one way to snap him out of it. Hey, man. They beat the Yankees in a 4-game series. We made the playoffs! The Blue Jays made the playoffs! Let's go! The Toronto Blue Jays are going to the MLB 2020 playoffs. Okay, so what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Garcella. Welcome back to another video. The Blue Jays made the playoffs. They won a 4-game series against the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees. We beat the Yankees. What? So, just to kind of simmer down and try to explain what happened in this series, was really wild. But let's start with the first game, shall we? Game 1 of the series would feature Michael King for the New York Yankees and Matthew Shoemaker for the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, Shoemaker went on to pitch 3 innings, had 3 hits allowed, 1 strikeout, and he had a 4.71 ERA. So not the greatest game from Shoemaker, but the bullpen made up for it. Top of the second on Matthew Shoemaker, Urshela singles to center. Torres will score. Hicks moves up to second and is 1-0 for the New York Yankees. Moving into the bottom of the third, where the Blue Jays will get busy in a hurry. Bichette singles to left. Alejandro Kirk, the catcher, the guy coming up from the Buffalo Bisons, he'll go and score. Biggio moves to second. They keep going. 1-0 on that play to 1-1. Teoscar Hernandez singles to center. Biggio will score. Bichette moves up. It's now 2-1. Grichuk singles to right. That moves up. Bichette scores in the play. Teoscar Hernandez moves up to third. It is now 3-1. Guerrero Jr. double to left. Teoscar Hernandez scores on the play. Grichuk scores on the play. And it's 5-1 Blue Jays after the third inning. Michael King would then be removed from the game, but in the bottom of the fourth, his bullpen doesn't really help him out. Bichette singles to right. Alejandro Kirk scores for the second time this game. He's already got 2 hits in the first game. Davis goes to third. Biggio moves to the second. It is 6-1. Teoscar Hernandez hits an infield single to third. Davis scores on the play. Biggio moves up to third. And Bichette moves to second. It is now 7-1 for the Blue Jays. But that wouldn't end there. Gurriel Jr. grounds out into a double play to the shortstop Torres. And on that play, Biggio will score from third. Teoscar Hernandez is out on the double play along with Gurriel Jr. And the Blue Jays make it 8-1. 2 innings pass by and we head to the bottom of the 6th where Randall Grichuk gets Randall Grichuk ready. Homers to center on a full count. That makes it 10-1 for the Blue Jays. And it is now going into the top of the 7th, a 9-run game. Urshela grounds out in the top of the 7th. Bichette will go to the first baseman, Guerrero Jr. They'll only get 1 out on the play, and Torres will score. Will make it 10-2. Kirk, Alejandro Kirk, to be more specific. This man, in his first game as a Toronto Blue Jay, not only has an unbelievable game, but will go 4 for 3. Sorry, 3 for 4. My apologies. He'll go 3 for 4 in his first game as a Blue Jay. What an absolute great player. This guy's going to turn into an amazing player, and I got to say, he really helped the Blue Jays win this game today, 11-5. Top of the ninth, Toshman's doubles to right, and 3 runs will score Urshela, Brett Gardner, and Dwayne, and I actually don't know the guy's name, but Wade will score on the play, and it's 11-5. That is where it will end. Mr. TJ Zook will get his first win as a Blue Jay, the call up from Buffalo, and Michael King, as we all know, let that 5 runs drop in the first inning, in the bottom of the third, so he'll lose the game. That is his second loss of the year. Second game is not one that goes the Blue Jays' way. Tanner Roark goes 4 innings, allows 6 runs, and only has 4 strikeouts. A pretty pathetic appearance by Tanner Roark again, and you definitely won't probably be seeing him in the playoffs as a starter, maybe a rotation guy. Garrett Cole, on the other hand, with his 7th win of the season, he'll go 7 innings and have 7 strikeouts. I'm so sorry, I hit the table there. But, yeah, the Yankees, 15 hits, only 5 for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays did not play well. Top of the first, Hicks tripled to right, Judge scores, and on a Tanner Roark wild pitch, Hicks will score from third. It's now 2-0. The Yankees continue in the top of the fourth when Urshela singles to right. Torres scores. Bottom of the fourth, Biggio brings one back. He homers down center on a 1-1 count. It is 4-1. But the Yankees then continue from there. Judge singles to right, or center, sorry. Higashioka will score on the play, 5-1. Hicks singles to right. LeMahieu scores. Judge scores, 7-1. Torres singles to left. Hicks scores on the play, 8-1, leaving the top of the 5th. Top of the 8th, Gardner singles to left. Urshela scores. Frazier moves up to second, 9. Higashioka doubles to left. Frazier scores and Gardner scores. That now moves to, I believe it's 10. I think I'm wrong on the scores. My apologies. Torres singles to right. Judge scores. That makes it 10. And then Urshela hits an infield to the shortstop. And Toshman will score on the play, and there you have it. 12-1 for the Yankees in Game 2, and this one really scared the bejeebers out of me. I really thought the Blue Jays were going to choke this series. After such a great game, they go and lose 12-1. But apparently being a fan of the Toronto Blue Jays means nothing, because apparently I don't know my own team anymore. AJ Cole gets his 3rd win of the season. He goes this entire season 3-0. Masahiro Tanaka will get his 3rd loss of the year. He had a really good season. He just got very unlucky. Tanaka is a great pitcher. Someone I'd really love to have in the Blue Jays, but I know that won't happen. So, Tanaka goes 4 innings. He allowed 3 earned runs and had 5 strikeouts. Not terrible, but not great either. AJ Cole only had to pitch 1 inning, had 1 strikeout. And the start of that day, I believe, was Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray goes 4 innings. He allowed 3 hits and had 5 strikeouts. Now, his ERA was 4.79, but it's still a really good game by Robbie Ray. And I've got to be honest, Robbie Ray may get a start for the Blue Jays in the rotation of the playoffs. Now, this would only be a case. I'm thinking that they're going to start Ryu, of course. Ryu's going to be the first guy. Let's be honest. The second guy is probably going to be Taijuan Walker. And then you could possibly play Matt Shoemaker. And if it starts going downhill, maybe throw in Robbie Ray. I don't know. Because the divisional playoffs won't start to 2 days after. So you have some time. And you have so many possible starters in your rotation that can go 2 or 3 innings. You could play 2 or 3 starters in one game and absolutely destroy the other team. And that's just maybe how the Blue Jays are going to have to use their rotation. But enough about the possible playoff talk. The Blue Jays won this one 14-1, and they got it done in the bottom of the first. Guerrero Jr. singles to left. Biggio scores. Pickoff attempt. Throwing error by the catcher Sanchez. Teoscar Hernandez scores on the play. It is 2-0. Bottom of the second goes around. Jansen passed the ball up. Voit scores on the play, and it's 2-1. But continuing, the Blue Jays absolutely dominate from there on in. Guerrero Jr. doubles to left. Grichuk scores. Bottom of the fourth. Danny Jansen homers to left on the first pitch. That's gone. Makes it 4. Grichuk singles to left. Biggio scores. Teoscar Hernandez moves to second. Makes it 5. Bottom of the 6th. The Blue Jays Their phenomenal inning this year, for some reason, seems to be that sixth inning, and it was this year. Guerrero Jr. grounds out on a fielder's choice in that entire play. Bichette will score. Teoscar Hernandez will be out. Makes it 6. Continues. Guerrero Jr. singles to left. Grichuk scores on the play. Shaw singles to right. Guerrero Jr. scores on the play. Jansen was hit by a pitch. That'll move a runner as the bases were loaded. That scores a run as well. Biggio doubles to right. Shaw scores on the play. Panic scores on the play. Bichette doubles to center. Jansen scores. That is 13-1. That was a combined 7 runs in 1 inning from the Blue Jays. They just know how to score in that 6th inning. Carrying all the way to the bottom of the 8th, where Danny Jansen would homer to left on a 1-1 count. Let me just pull up Jansen's stats. I mean, it was unbelievable this game. Danny Jansen also went 3 for 4 that night. Had 2 home runs for the Blue Jays. The actual only 2 home runs for the Jays. Danny Jansen was unstoppable. Ross Stripling will actually get the save on this one, as it was... I actually not sure why Ross Stripling got the save on this one. I guess, yeah, okay. Ross Stripling got the save on that one. Coming down to one of the most stressful games as a Blue Jay I've ever experienced. Hanyin Ryu pitching in his 7th game, or sorry, not his 7th game of the year. No, that wouldn't be correct. But this was his 7th totaled win or loss game. And let me tell you, it was a big one. Jordan Montgomery will lose his 3rd game of the season. He wasn't playing very good. I mean, he pitched 5 innings, had 8 strikeouts, and 3 earned runs. So this game, he actually played fairly well. But that's just because the Blue Jays were unable to hit. Hanyin Ryu, 7 innings, 4 strikeouts, no earned runs. I mean, it was incredible. He only allowed 2 base hits, and that was it. That was it. 2 base hit in 7 innings. Ryu finally pitches in the 7th inning. The curse is lifted. The Blue Jays have finally broken Ryu, and they've finally gotten him to pitch in the 7th inning. And I know that sounds like a joke, but Ryu has not pitched a 7th inning, let alone a Blue Jays pitcher has not gotten to the 7th inning in this entire 60-game season. And we're only 3 games away from hitting that number 60. So it's not good, but it's a step in the right direction. So bottom of the 2nd, Guerrero Jr. homers to left on a 1-1 count. I love to see this guy drive the ball out of that park. A sinker moving towards the bottom of the plate, and he knocks this one out of the park with his strong energy and arms that he has on him. It is 1-0 for the Blue Jays. Bottom of the 3rd, Bichette doubles to left. Biggio scores, makes it 2. Bottom of the 6th, we wait quite a while for the runs to start piling in. Alejandro Kirk doubles to left. Grichuk scores. Guerrero Jr. scores. Makes it 4-0 for the Blue Jays. Pitching goes pretty well for 2 innings. On the top of the 8th rolls around, and Urshela hits an infield single to 2nd. Hicks will score. Torres will score. Torres will not score. He'll go to 2nd. But Hicks will score. He makes it 4-1. Makes the Blue Jays a little bit nervous when a very dangerous hitter moves up to the plate. It's Giancarlo Stanton. He hits a ball so far. This one, with the bases loaded, could be a grand slam. Randall Grichuk catches the ball, ends the inning, ends the game, and the bottom of the 9th, in the top of the 9th, the Blue Jays, Rafael Dolis will get the last strikeout, and he'll end the game. His 5th save of the season, by the way. The Blue Jays advanced to the MLB playoffs. So, here's what could happen for the Blue Jays. So, the Blue Jays have to win 2 games out of 3 against the Baltimore Orioles. And the Yankees would have to lose 2 games out of 3 in order to play a fourth place team. So, we would move up to 5th place in the conference if we manage to win 2 games and the Yankees manage to lose 2, because we are 5-5 against the Yankees, but we've won 2 series against the Yankees, so automatically we are ahead of them in that category. So that's what would happen if we could verse a 4th place team. Other than that, the only other option right now is Tampa Bay. And honestly, I'm not scared of Tampa Bay. A 3-game series against Tampa Bay, a team that we played lots this year. I think it was about 10 times we played the Tampa Bay Rays. Our pitchers, our batters are very familiar with the pitching styles of the Tampa Bay Rays, and I know the Rays are going to have their 1, 2, 3 guys up, especially guys like Yanni Yarborough, who are unbelievable. But you know what? I'm still not scared of them. Any team that made the playoffs has a chance to win. The Blue Jays have a chance to beat the Tampa Bay Rays. Respect Toronto. That's what it says on the t-shirts for the playoffs of the Blue Jays. And you better give them respect because they made it this far, and they're not going to stop just because they're versing the best team in the league. Thank you guys so much for watching. The Blue Jays have one more series. They'll play a 3-game series against the Baltimore Orioles, so stay tuned for that. Games in the playoffs will start Tuesday, so we're either getting the Tampa Bay Rays or one of those grand hitting teams and pitching teams from that other division in the conference. So, you know, it could be good or bad. It doesn't matter. We're in the playoffs. Please make sure to like this video if you really enjoyed it, and subscribe for more of these videos, and share this video with your friends and family as it helps me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.